Hello. Sometimes you get a painting video from me, like the last few have been, and other times I will just tell you what I am working on. Because I'm a human being and I'm not a robot, and I just can't plan around things like that. Like, I just simply don't paint every day. And actually, we sent off our son to go serve a church mission. He's in Mexico now, and yeah, that has kind of taken up all my thoughts, or it did for a few days, and it takes a little bit to recover from that. We're in contact with him, but it's strange getting used to. But it's good anyway. So last time I was working on a little barn painting, and you see it back there, tucked behind an easel. I haven't worked on it at all, so there's nothing to show. But I have done a few other things. For example, here on my easel, you can see the beginnings of a ballerina painting. Right now it's just blue, which I really like. It's kind of fun that it's just in a blue stage, literally on a stage, right? But I'm gonna be adding some pinks and reds, and it'll be really pretty, I think. That's a subject that I can do pretty easily because it's a lot of fun, and I can talk a long time about that, and I probably will in a future video. But at the moment, I don't have any galleries that are selling them, remarkably. So either it comes down to me. I should find a gallery that'll specifically sell my ballerinas. Again, they used to sell. Let's see. I am working on frames. This is just pieces of frames. So I've got to put them together still, which is kind of fun, kind of annoying. I've shared that process with you on some other videos. I've got to frame these paintings that are on the wall of the beach scenes. So I'm kind of excited about getting those all done. But I mostly wanted to show you some other kind of funny things that I've been working on. So, quick story. When I was 14 years old, no, that's when I got my oil painting set. When I was about 11 or 12 years old, I used to sculpt with, I keep on wanting to say polymer clay. It was the kind that never dries out. For some reason, I can't think of the actual name for it right now. But in the 80s and 90s, it was famously used for claymation, animation stuff. Those of you who know Wallace and Gromit and all those things probably have enjoyed some version of claymation in your lifetime. Anyway, I had this dream of becoming a clay animator, and then later on, when I kept that dream alive for many years. And I even visited one of the studios, these production studios, and one of their head animators came out and met me, and I thought it was just such a magical moment for me, being there at the studio and meeting this person. And he says, well, yeah, in a few years, if you want to, we'd love to have you come work for us. And that was just that was the best thing I could ever hear. Anyway, so I went on to become an oil painter, largely because they kind of, this studio and pretty much a lot of the other ones went more into the computer animation thing. And I kind of wish I had pushed that further and not just decided to let that go. Because I've always loved kind of quirky, silly, I don't know, just sculpture, animation and sculpture. And I've never had that die within me. So with that little backstory, I'm going to show you these quirky, silly things that I have started doing again. It's a little bit weird jumping from oil paint, where I have built a name for myself over a long time, and to be experiencing a little bit of a jump back to my childhood, and a little bit of the fulfilling of a dream that I kind of let die a little bit. Never really died. I just didn't pursue it much because I thought I needed to focus on my art in other ways. Anyway, without further ado, here's a little witch that I made up. Kind of scary, kind of silly, a cute old lady. She's not necessarily a witch. She just happens to have a witch hat, I guess, right? Could be a wizard. I don't know what I'm going to have in her hand, but she seems happy. She's vaguely modeled after a neighbor whose face I just love. Not a next door neighbor for fear of anybody, but someone I know in town is a better way to say it. I have been encouraged a lot to do this kind of thing by my wife, Laura Jean, who also does sculpture, and she's done it for many years. And here are a few examples of what she does. She mostly works in paper mache, and she sells these all the time, actually. So I'll show you a few other examples of what she's done. I might have showed you these before, but here are some of this is how they start out, just as aluminum foil or paper wrapped up in, with like masking tape and stuff. You can see this is probably going to be I don't know. I don't want to say it. Probably a ghost or something. She primarily does Halloween figures. Halloween and Christmas, I should say. Here's a guy that's going to be a cute little pumpkin guy, and a witch that's almost done, and this Santa Claus and the snowman that are done. And she also does cute things like that. So with her doing so much of these things, hi Emmy, just a minute, and seeing the fun that she's having with it, and kind of just remembering how much fun I was having with it, it was kind of a big step actually to get myself to just jump in and do it, even though I've done it before and I've done art for all these years. It was hard jumping to a new. I'm not even jumping to it. I'm just trying it out. I'm not committing at all. But I want to at least try, and it was hard to take that first step. Very hard mentally. It was like I had to push through this brick wall just to get myself to simply sit down and sculpt. I was so nervous about not knowing what to do, and not, what if I'm not as good as I was when I was 12 or whatever, which probably not, but whatever. Anyway, so there's a little witch that I'm working on. Show you a couple others that I've just been playing with. Well, here's a ballerina that I sculpted from life a while ago, and I've kind of worked on that. And I've got some different clays that I've been experimenting with, some Sculpey there, and monster clay over here, and epoxy sculpt. And this is a two-part epoxy, which it's kind of expensive. It's $50 for the two canisters, but I've had it around so long that it actually is going bad, and so I have to use it up. And that actually is really freeing and helpful, because if I don't use it, I'm wasting it, and so I can't possibly waste it by using it because it already would have been wasted. Anyway, interesting little conundrum there. That the way out of that is to use stuff that's going to go bad anyway. Here's another little. Obviously, I'm on a Halloween kick. Little witch design, witch head, and being a little bit more playful. This is like a headhunter idea that I had. Just the head, and then a figure. I know, random, right? Totally different than what I usually share on here. But I enjoy sculpting, from time to time, and I've done it, and probably even shared it here a little bit, just little things that I've done. But I was just doing them for fun. Didn't have any real reason for doing them other than that a piece of clay was there, and I thought I might as well do something with it. But I think the reason this was hard for me to jump into it or to step into it even lightly, is because I had thoughts of, I could make money doing this, and that really got me nervous. So I don't know. I don't have any conclusions about it yet, other than that it's kind of fun to do. And yeah, maybe I can make money from doing it, but right now I just want to have fun and do it for myself. And some of these, if they turn out really good, will serve as ideas for full-size figures that I can do on our theme park that we're going to be doing on our farm. I say, theme park, but it will be eventually. But we're making what's it called? Like a spook alley, but family friendly, a happy spook alley, if you want to call it that. And it'll eventually become recognizable as what we all think of as a theme park. We don't have that much land, but we have enough to supply a fun thing for our local area. Anyway, the life of an artist is really fun. There's so many possibilities, and it amazes me in thinking about this theme park idea, because that's crazy. Who does that, right? But in recognizing that, that other people have done it, well, I kind of start thinking, well, how much of that stuff was done by artists? And it turns out that most of it was. Artists are designers, and so where Laura Jean and I are the artists and designers, we can actually do a grandiose, crazy $100 million thing on just our family budget, because we are the designers and artists and engineers. Anyway, that's surprise. There's an intro to what we've been doing and what we've been thinking about. But I'm still doing my paintings, and like I said, I will show you those. But I don't know if you can tell that I'm just a little bit nervous, but there's some part of me that is that's yelling in my head, like, don't share this. You'll either jinx it, or you'll look at it later and be embarrassed that you even tried it. But sometimes I find that sharing things that I'm afraid of can actually be good, because then I'm in a way committing to it, and that's a little bit what this video is. I'm committing to something a little bit different, and I want more people to know about it so that I can, just start the ball rolling. Like, I'm serious about it now. I'm serious about opening up my repertoire, we'll say. That word is weird, but sounds too grand. I'm just having fun. But I'm expanding my abilities with art and with creativity and just doing things. And I want to, the older I get, the younger I feel. The more I want to do stuff that I was afraid to do earlier. And I'm talking about probably my adult life. The older I get, since I've been an adult, I want to get back to the way I used to think as a kid, where anything is possible. And it really is, but as adults, we start thinking what we call realistically, and realistic is not what we're really doing. We're really thinking negatively most of the time whenever we say that. And I don't want to think realistic. I want to think in fantastical terms, and start living my dreams. And I've done it in a way. I mean, I'm living the life of an artist, and we're not rich, but we have a lifestyle and a creative life that a lot of people envy. Not that I'm doing it for that reason at all, but I'm grateful for the life that we do have. And I'm just looking outside in the backyard at a few of the things that I've made over the years, and none of that was here before I came and made it. Big things. They're not necessarily artistic, but they're big. And so I've proven to myself in small ways that I can do big things and also artistic things. And so why not bigger and more artistic things, right? All right, thanks for listening to my rambling. I will go paint. Bye.